Morning, everybody. I hope everybody's alright. I'm saying good morning because it's Tuesday, the 9th of May, and it's 20 minutes to 3 o'clock in the morning right here in South Africa. So, I'm about to do this is the second video of the continuing series of I don't know how many videos that we're gonna do going forward, but yeah, I'm into it, man. Remember, guys, we've got to backtest and collect as much data as we can. That's our main goal for now. We don't know anything about trading. We don't know anything. So I'm going into this with that mentality. I don't know what is it that I'm doing, but I'm trying to collect as much data as possible. So this YouTube channel also is gonna help me gather information for myself and put different screenshots into my folder of screenshots that tell a particular story. You understand? So I welcome you to my YouTube channel. I hope you're alright. Yeah, so I know many are sleeping now, but hey, what can I say? The grind has to continue, and it's kind of chilly out here. I think we're going into winter, because I know in the States now it's probably spring. Yeah, I think it's spring now. So with that much being said, as you can see on my screen, I have volatility 75 index chart showing up. Why this chart? I think this chart, for me, for my opinion, it gives out kind of like a beautiful. That dog is kind of like disturbing me. That's barking. It gives out a beautiful like clean chart. I think, in my opinion, this is beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here, even on lower time frames. Like, I think it was last week on Saturday when I was back testing, and then, man, I thought, let me go check what VIX is doing, because I used to trade VIX back in the day. There's a friend of mine who's specializing in this chart, so we kind of like help. We love to kind of like share charts here and there in this group of ours, the money downloaders. We started back at school in 2018. If you could check my first video that I uploaded on this channel, is kind of like the guy who was recording that video in the background. So um, yeah, so his specialty is in this this indice. So I kind of like love it too, in a way. So I want to back test for. I know many people in Africa, they love volatility 75 index. Like, yo, there are many scammers out there who will tell you this is the best strategy I've ever seen, like using moving averages. Hey. So now I love the fact that I can see what the chart is printing, and it can tell me a story. Again, this is because I think back in the day I couldn't get what these charts are doing, because I wasn't giving myself entirely into them. You understand? Like, I was not even back testing, for that matter. So how do we start? ICT talks about time and price. There's a video called Time and Price that he teaches. Guys, if you want to know ICT's method, I'm not gonna reteach them. Go into his YouTube channel. You'll see it on the screen. Go and learn there. Go and learn there. I'm just giving you my snippets so that I can continue. You can understand what I'm doing. It talks about time and price. So time being the first variable of the statement, in a way. So you have to know what time of your chart at that time is. You understand? Like, you have to know the times of your broker, and then recalibrate that with the time in New York, because he says that we have to um be in the same time zone as him, like mark our charts according to the New York Times as he does. So I'm kind of like doing the same thing here. So with that much being said, on this broker, this is derivatives broker, the deriv demo broker. So here, 12 o'clock in New York, it's 4 a.m. because it's based in Ghana, Accra, Ghana, right? So what I do is just, I'll show you a screenshot. Like, I go online, né? I go online, and then what I do is I just check um New York time versus Ghana time, like New York versus Accra. Then it's gonna give me time zone, time.com, something like that, timezone.com graph depicting differences between the two, and then it will show me 12 o'clock in New York is 4 a.m. in Ghana, and then I just work my way down with different kill zones that ICT teaches, right? For London kill zone, it's 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then the New York kill zone, especially the morning session, is 12:30 p.m. being 8:30 in the morning in New York. Here at Ghana, it's 12:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. right? So, and then lastly, the late session, it's 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in at Ghana. I've never been to Ghana, but um, that's how I found my times to be. And then I also use just Forex. Again, this is just for me to know what I'm doing when I'm back testing, right? So um, when I'm using just Forex, right? Like, I'm telling you this so that you can know what you have to do first. You have to start first by, I think you have to start first by dealing with time. You have to find out yourself, what time zone are you in? What is the time there? And then if you can know that, I think you'll kind of like do very well. You'll do very well in terms of your backtesting. You won't be too confused. And then again, what I did after finding out my times, I compared ICT's one of ICT's videos with a particular chart for that day. Like if he was analyzing maybe the NAS 100, I would analyze NAS 100 and see if my 12 o'clock matches his, my 8:30 matches his. The candles look pretty much the same, guys, because we trade in the same markets, right? So with Just Forex, which is based in Moscow, Russia, 12 a.m. in New York is 7 a.m. And then you'll just follow the same thing that I did with Ghanaian time. So I think we should start back testing. Let me just pick a day here. So as you can see here, let me try zooming up a little bit. So what I can also suggest, guys, if you know what the daily chart is doing, try to research. I love how ICT introduces his concepts in terms of explaining what the daily is doing initially. So yeah, I think yeah, we're gonna have to do that. You have to first understand your times, and then recalibrate that with the time zone in of your broker, and then set alarms according to that. I think I'll also show a screenshot of my times there, what am I doing and whatnot. Yeah, and I think for this video that's just going to be it. For example, let me just show you how I delineate my times, because I'm looking at the length of the video and I don't really want it to be too much boring for that matter. So what I do is just I come on the daily. If maybe I was gonna be looking at this day and then I would say I'm bearish for that day. See this long black candle here? It's just gonna take a straight line, put it somewhere there, go to properties, or I could just, you see it's written 12 o'clock there, midnight. I'll just come here, then maybe I'm just gonna write whatever time zone it is that I'm looking at. 4 o'clock in the morning, that's 12 o'clock in New York there. I hope hope you understand what I'm doing. And then from there, if I wanted maybe to analyze many different days, I will just copy that same trend line going on. I just hold down the control button and just select one and keep on moving. That's what I'm doing. So let me just delete this. I'm gonna look into this day. So let me just put another one so that it can show us that we're dealing only with that particular day. So that's that. Now we go to the 1 hour. So here what happened, we took out liquidity above this highs, right? So on the daily, it shows us that buy side was taken from here, from above this highs. It was taken also here. We took it with that big move there, and then the market started to drop, right? It dropped, and then we didn't pretty much take out these lows here, but we did take out the lows below this candle and started moving higher. And then from that high to that low, 50% of that is around here. And also we had a fair value gap. We had a fair value gap here. For me, I love it when we are below I love it when we are below 50%. It's been a long time since I used this version of. I'm always on just Forex. It just came to my mind. No, you know what? Go back test V75. Many people like V75. So you see we are above 50% there. That's like we are in a premium from that leg to this low. So the market moved, tapped that fair value gap above this candle's high, below this candle's low. Then we tapped that level, then we started dropping. So if I was gonna be a seller, maybe this day and that day I was gonna look for a move down, right? So let's also move candle to this. Then let me just take that out so that we have seen what are we looking for. Now I'm dropping back to the 15th minute. So that's basically it, guys. If you know what is it that you're looking for, just calculate the times, and then if you deal with the times, you'll be all right. So you see I've got 12 o'clock midnight delineated for each day. I think I'm gonna call it that for this video. And then in the next video, we're gonna look for trades. What happened during New York session? Did we get trades or didn't we get trades here? Remember, we are going to lie to ourselves as much as possible with the data that we're gonna collect, so that we kind of like know what is it that we're looking for, right? So yeah, thank you.
Take a step back, relax, just connect, contemplate on what's next, just do that. Quiet time is fun time for oneself. The best people in the world give time for themselves. Take a step back, relax, just connect, contemplate on what's next, just do that. Quiet time is fun time for oneself. The best people in the world give time for themselves. You are your worst competition in this world. You get that? Your best weapon is in you. Now you ready to fight? You can